I'm going to make one
Good.
pass through the stripper and work my way backwards until I have it all scrubbed up off the floor. Nice steady motion. I'm going to be careful where I step because the floor is still a little slippery. I'm going to try to control my stripper. Don't go all over the place.
So he has the cord on around his neck, right? That's the first thing that attracted us to this video.
Yeah.
Dave, when you do your class, Dave, where do you tell people to put that cord?
To go up into the water and the stripper.
Dave,
Turn the vocal off.
Oh.
Yeah, the cord around your shoulder is a good one.
Dave, where do you tell people to put that cord when in your class? Where do you tell them?
Well, you know, the thing about it is, Bobby, I always tell people that safety first. Your hands belong on the handles, your feet properly on the floor, and the cord should be behind you. The problem here, as I teach it, is he's working backwards. So the problem here is that he's working from the wrong end. He should be working from where the cord is plugged in, working away from it. That way, that cord never has to be over your shoulders. That's what I teach.
If you were doing an in-service, where would you tell him to put that cord?
I used to teach it to put a loop up through your belt so it completely easily pulls out. You know, wrap it behind you, put it in the backside of your belt. So if it gets yanked on, it just pulls out of your belt. You don't tie it; you just loop it up in there. That way, it keeps it out of your arm way, and your trail's behind you. You can't. It's a pigtail. You can't get away from the pigtail hanging behind you somewhere. But I agree with Dave. He needs to work either away from the electric source or to the electric source, one of the two. I always try to keep the cords out of the slurry so I didn't have to clean them. But yeah. Wrap it around your neck like that, man. That's an ocean red flag right there. Bing, 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 bing. Plus, he's got all of his equipment in his workspace. Get all that equipment out of there. You know, you're trying to lay floor finishing script. Why you got all this stuff you got to work around?
Oh, I think that's a training room, though.
He's doing a demo, but hey, training is still process.
Yeah. Right.
Do it right.
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you guys, as somebody that, puts out videos from an educational viewpoint, somebody hit me last week about a video that I put out. And, that's the hard thing when you're doing all of this work, we just don't think about this. And I'm sure that this person here never really thought about this because we talk old school. I can't tell you how many times that I actually ran one this way till somebody taught me differently.
Well, the way he was running the machine was not a problem. It was just his application of the wire and other little incidentals that can cause you grief. He was scrubbing that floor just fine.
The safety factor there.
Yeah, I'll leave that one alone, Don. I'll just go.
He was on one pattern. I know you want to go back and do a crisscross. I mean, I get you. But he was scrubbing. He was even overlapping well.
The other thing too, Don, that I noticed on that video that I pointed out is now that we're talking safety things, and I know it's not 100% necessary in some people's eyes, but as we all know, the chemical strippers are extremely slippery. So with those shoes, instead of wearing the non-slip booties, with chemical-based strippers,
I couldn't tell if he had any on or not.
No, it looked like he just had regular tennis shoes on, which is
he's gonna fall on his ass.
Yes.
Yeah, well, for me, I had 3 things on the list, so thank you, Javier. I picked out the same thing. If you're walking a chemical stripper, and this just goes from somebody that's fell on his backside too many times. We have stripper boots. We've had them for over 2 decades. By all means, people, safety first.
Yeah.
And it went quiet.
Bobby, nothing to say.
I think we beat that horse.
Beat that dead horse good.
Yeah, that horse is good.
All right.
Well,
so hey, folks, if you like what we said, hey, follow us, subscribe to us at Gem Supply. If you have a comment or a thought, leave it in the notes back down there. Hey, that's what we're all looking for. Share it with other people. Maybe they've got a comment too. Thanks for watching.